So here we are in the foothills of the Pyrenees. I'm here with my good friend Dave Dobbs, who's behind the camera. And this is the Wobble Bike, which I intend to cycle from fucking in Austria to Silly in Belgium in September, October this year, to highlight how fucking silly things are getting. Really, just so many things that we're accepting as normal or debatable in normal life are just getting really fucking silly. So it's a kind of threefold thing. To cycle this bicycle any distance at all is fucking silly. That's the first thing. I'm going to cycle it, as I said, from fucking, which is a real village in Austria. I haven't been there. I've heard about it, read about it. To Silly. I have been through Silly in Belgium. So that's the second aspect of it, and the main aspect of the project, if you want to call it that, is to, as I said, to highlight how fucking silly things are getting in general life. So the bike, if you just come a little closer, Dave, here you can see here. Basically, you turn the handlebars to the right, and the front wheel turns to the left. Turn the handlebars to the left, and the front wheel goes to the right. So it's actually really difficult to ride. And on the way, as well as doing little street shows, which is going to be called the fucking Silly Show, which is, I haven't created the show yet, but it's going to, in a nutshell, try and wake people up in some way and just demonstrate how fucking silly things are getting. So as well as doing that, I'm going to give people the chance to ride this. So what we generally do when we do this is make a chalk line on the street, make another chalk line 3 meters further. People pay me €2, for example, to try 3 times, and if they manage to arrive with the Wobble Bike at the other line 3 meters further without putting their foot on the ground, they win €20. Basically, people can never do it because it's really difficult to do. I'm going to demonstrate right now. It's kind of like walking on a rope, and I might make an idiot of myself because cycling it on bumpy grass is really difficult, but I'm going to try. So Dave, I'm going to just go and you're going to film me cycling into the distance, and that'll be the end of the film. And we'll probably post another video in a couple of days. We'll go down to the market in our local village and get people to try it. And it's always fun when people try it because it kind of looks easy. It looks like you're riding a bike, which you are. It looks like riding a bike, but it's really difficult. So here we go. The amazing Wobble Bike, as to be ridden from fucking to Silly. Here we go. You kind of got to concentrate the whole way. Okay, so there was a bump in the ground there.
That's kind of the first, it's got to be at least 30 metres,
okay,
hasn't it?
I'm not going to say that I'm going to make it from fucking to Silly without putting my foot on the ground. I'm not going to guarantee that. And also, one last thing. I've got to say this right at the outset. Going to build another Wobble Bike. Amazing Wobble Bike. It's going to be bigger. This one's too small. I think it's an old BMX bike that someone gave me. And the one that I'm going to build may be able to lock into position, into normal position, for going uphill or downhill. Because if I don't do that,
you can't really go high speed on them, can you?
No high speed, and also I just never make it to Silly from fucking. Okay, over and out.
Thank you, Ben.